Hey, everybody. I'm gonna open up a YouTube browser. Hey, Adrian, over at Indiana Backyard Gardener. Thank you for joining us tonight. And where to begin homestead? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's springtime, which means I'm busier than a one-arm paper hanger. What about you, Adrian? I've been watching your videos. You're pretty busy. What all have you put in the ground now? How about you? Where to begin? I've been in this afternoon. I've been in the greenhouse potting up peppers, getting ready to go to a festival next Saturday. And breathing in all the pollen, the air quality around Atlanta is really bad today. They've got us all on warnings, those of us with asthma and allergies. This is one of the worst air quality areas in the country. I don't know if y'all knew that. David Gray, yay, hey, and Canadian Family Life. Hey, Canadian, have you used your trays yet, or your vermiculite? I saw that you won some trays. The vermiculite's perfect for those. Janice, are you new? Hi, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So I've been, as I said, I've been in the greenhouse potting up peppers. And I had one of my longtime really good customers turning into a friend contact me and said her school wants to put a spring garden in. What tomatoes did I have left? So she came and she bought all the rest of my tomato seedlings. Going to come back for peppers and I'm just now starting cucumbers, squash, bitter melon, the vining, the hot weather melons, the serpent gourds. Um, well, welcome, Janice. Welcome, welcome. Oh, cool. Homestead Aquarius. Robert, hey, hey, hey. Okay, lurking is fine. Pop in every now and then, will you? Hey, where to begin? Still in the 30s. Let me check the weather. I mean, it's in like 60s and 70s at night here. The next 10 days are going to be weird. It's going to 55 tonight, 57 tomorrow, then in the 40s for 3 nights. 40s most of beginning of May even. A couple of days ago predicted one night at 38. Um has anyone in here ever grown fava beans? My fava beans are blooming up a storm, but they're not setting fruit. And I was wondering if anyone knew how long it takes between the blooming cycle and the beans starting to appear. I know that when the plants get above 85, they may start dropping their bean pods. Today it was 86, but it should be in the mid 70s to lower 80s for the rest of the month. Oh no. David, I don't understand people. Charlie, David says
All that.
someone killed some baby possums. $80 to $100 to harvest favor. I knew it took a while, but it's, when did we plant those? February, January, February, right? So it's 28, 40, 50. We're right at 80 days. 80, and so I guess I should start seeing little baby pods coming. What's the major pollinator for the favas? Do you know? Oh, come back, Robert. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out, okay? But you could leave it running and come back. Wow, Janice, what an endorsement. Robert says that Janice is one of the best people on the planet. Good people. That's good. That's good. Well, David, that really, every time I see a dead animal on the road, I say a prayer. I mean, it hurts. It hurts me that people aim for wildlife, and it just breaks my heart. I don't understand how people can do that. Now, I'm officially out of rehabbing the wildlife, but I know someone's going to show up. And if David were closer, I know he'd probably bring some to me. Yeah, the cruelty of humans really bothers me, and cruelty of people to people, Honeybees are the main pollinator. Honeybees we have 8 hives now, and I was out tonight standing there beside my fava beans staring at the blossoms, and I noticed honeybees coming to where the blossom attaches to the calyx, and they were drinking nectar from the junction, not going up in the flower, but drinking the nectar there. I noticed bumblebees vibrating on them, so maybe they pollinate by vibration as well. But I would like to get some fava beans this year. I love cooking them with garlic. And garlic we have just a few plants of. How many cloves did we plant, Charlie? About 900 cloves?
Yeah, a lot.
5 or 6 varieties. Hard neck, soft neck. I love garlic scapes, sauteed, and olive oil. David, I can relate to that. I guess the problem is free will. He says he was yelling at God, saying, if these people are made in your image, I don't want to see you. But I don't know if I believe we were made in his image. I think we were put here as stewards to take care of the planet, and our egos keep us from doing what we were supposed to do, and we've killed the planet. No, you don't, Dave. This is the eve of, if those of you who are familiar, speaking of God, of the Islamic holidays. Today was the last day of Ramadan, and at sunset tonight, which is happening now, is the beginning of Eid al-Fitr, which commences in the morning with copious amounts of food and visiting and exchange of gifts and special worship services. So a lot of Muslims are celebrating tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. So Eid Mubarak, everyone. And that's right, Adrienne, they're choosing evil. And speaking of creatures, look who's looking in the window, Charlie. We can't keep screens on our windows because the cat climbs the screens asking to come in. Even if the back door is open, we have to let him in the front door. He's looking at his daddy. That's Brucey the garden cat, which is pictured. You see if I do the dyslexic thing on this camera. Yeah. There's Brucey. Pescatarian gardener. Hey. Welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit your thumbs up. So, as I say, I'm getting ready for this festival on Saturday. And our Afghan refugee friend, we taught him how to spin wood or turn wood on a lathe. And he's been making and will be selling, let's see, his work. Can you see this? He made this, or actually Charlie made this one for me. This is a bottle stopper.
Paddock.
The wood is Paddock, P-A-D-U-K. Where does that Paddock come from, Charlie? Well, he went to let Brucey in. He can answer that when he gets back. And I make, of course, vinegars and oils for my kitchen, and that'll set in one of the pretty bottles. That'll probably go, I think, with my chive blossom vinegar. Wouldn't that look pretty with the chive blossom under it? And Modir made, this is one of his first. I think that might be mahogany or walnut. Who knows their wood? Charlie, what wood is that?
That's walnut.
It's walnut. So do you have one of his pens handy? We can show them.
Nope, but here's one I made.
And what kind of wood is that, Charlie?
It's spalted something.
Spalted something.
Something from the yard.
Something from our yard. So chances are it's oak or hickory, right?
The grain's too tight for oak.
Too tight for oak.
Yeah, could be hickory.
Could be hickory. I think that's a pretty pen. Yeah, so Adrian, do you think we can get $35, $40 for something like that? I was going to price the bottle tops at like $15. I've already sold 2. I don't know. Maybe we can, if we can turn a bunch of these, maybe I'll do that as a gift for one of my drawings during the live. What do y'all think of that? If I were to do that, who in here would like a bottle stopper, wine bottle, vinegar bottle stopper, hand turned? How much does it cost to make? Depends on the wood. Some of the blanks for the pens, some of the wood's pretty pricey. Up to $15 to make it, and I usually will double. Okay, where to begin? Send me an email at L Bolivar. I'm going to type it in. I guess I could put the banner with my email on it. Okay. There's my email. Send me an email and I can send you pictures of whatever inventory we have left after the festival. Or if you see a wood or a shape that you like out of what we're doing right now, and you see the wood you want and the shape is different than what we have in the wood, we can custom make one for you. Great, that's good. Let me see. I designed business cards for our Afghan friend. Now, I don't know if you can read that, but he's a Pashtun from the mountains of Afghanistan up by the Khyber Pass. And these are tough people. They, as a term of endearment, they will put the word Gul with their first name. So we call him Modir Gul, and roughly translated, Gul is flower. So I put roses on his card and named his little business, which is affiliated with our business, Gul Woodcrafts, with my email on it because he doesn't speak English. But this is, when I showed him the back of his card, he cried. You see what that says? Yes, pens will be available too. Handmade with hope. And behind the print is a outline of the shape of Afghanistan, and that is the Afghan flag. He, when he had to run for his life and come here, he left his family, his wife and his girls. So he's trying to send money home. So anything you buy that Modir made will contribute to feeding his family. And I don't know if you follow what's going on there, but they're facing famine. It's just really sad. Yes, the Khyber Pass is a very dangerous piece of real estate, and these people have been protecting it since dirt. Hey, Mike. So if you care about supporting people who are having a really tough time just surviving, then go ahead and send me an email what you're seeing that you like. And after the festival this coming weekend, not this Saturday, but the 29th, whatever inventory's left, I can send you photographs of what we have and you can choose something. Yeah, pescatarian gardener, we have no idea in this country how lucky we are. Can you imagine leaving your home and running for your life and ending up in a country with a culture totally different from anything you've ever seen, a language you don't speak, a way of life you don't understand, and trying to adapt to that. Yeah. Anyhow, so Modir is making the pens and the bottle caps, and we are too, but a majority of what we're doing is Modir. And then I had the bright idea, because I'm a crafter, right? I weave. Charlie spins yarn, and I think there's a video out there of him spinning on his spinning wheel. But this is what's called a drop spindle. And I made this one, and this is he's laughing at me because I cussed the whole time I was making this because the wood, what is this, rosewood?
Brazilian rosewood.
Brazilian rosewood is so hard. I mean, it took work just to hollow out the center. And then Charlie came in and he did the spindle part. And so I think that the refugee women, when they see these, are going to go crazy because this is like a traditional way of spinning yarn. You kind of roll it off your thigh. How do you do that, Charlie? And then you hold the yarn, the fleece, and it turns into yarn or string. So this one is rosewood, and what's the handle? Oak.
Oak.
And this one
cherry and
is the cherry handle. And what end is that?
The whorl is mahogany.
It's mahogany and cherry. You all want to see Charlie demonstrate how to use this? Oh, I pulled the fluff off.
Oh, great.
If you want to see him do it, we'll turn the background off and have him come hold it up for the camera. but only if someone says, "Yeah, I want to see it." Yeah, Mike says yes.
That didn't take long.
Take long. Okay, so I am going to step away. Let him come in. Let's see. How do I get rid of the background? Or can you do it right in front of you here, Charlie? Because if it's in front of you, they'll be able to see it. I'm going to fade into the background. Ooh. Okay, Charlie. Got to get a little closer to the camera.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Okay, they can see you.
So,
It's got to be in front of your body for them to see it. Okay.
I'll lower it down a little bit. There you go. So you got the spindle, and we're gonna basically put that on my thigh and roll it, and that causes it to twist, and then you're going to basically pull the fiber out. This is not the best fiber for this, but it'll work. And then you can let that roll up in there and grab it. Run it a little more. Let it get too far. Like I say, this fiber
Center
sucks.
to your body a little bit.
Oh, and then I just went too far.
So Charlie says that spinning yarn is one of the most mindless things he's ever done.
Oh. You can see I did a lousy job of it. Trying to get this where you can actually see it. And there we go, a little string. And if I relax it a little bit, you can see how it retwists on itself. And that's going to be kind of what the fiber is going to look like. Let me put this under here. Fold it sideways where it's doubled. Turn loose of it. And it will retwist on itself. And kind of there's your...
So what do you do when you get a long string?
Well, once you get a longer piece, you unhook it and just roll it in. And then put it on the hook again. And
keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Now I screwed up on this bit. Now I have to work on it. And it probably doesn't help since y'all can't really see that too well, but yeah, okay.
You get the idea.
Anyway, the main part, like I say, is you're pulling it against your leg to make it spin like a top. That twists the fiber together, and the twist in the fiber keeps the fiber from coming apart. All right.
That's how yarn is made.
Or used to be. Back to Lisa.
Back to Lisa. Just scooting around. Ah. Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep. I'm back. Yeah. So he'll spin yarns, and then I'll weave something with them. One year we were living in South Florida, and he got some camel fleece, which was beautiful and soft and luxurious. And he made a big old ball of camel yarn for me, thick, almost thick as my finger. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this in South Florida? It's hot. I think I made a scarf for my mother and sent it north to her. But anyway, if you're into crafts, weaving and spinning, it's quite relaxing. Okay, so let's see. Last fall, I made a video talking about lemon verbena. Anyone remember my video on lemon verbena? Okay, lemon verbena protects against oxidative stress. So if you work out and overstress your muscles, you can take it in a tincture or in a tea to help your muscles recover. And have trouble sleeping, put some tincture or drink some tea with the tincture in it. And it's supposed to help you lose weight. Obviously, I need to use it more. So I decided I would make lemon verbena oil, which I didn't bring to show, I don't think. But here's lemon verbena tincture, and I thought I'd open it and taste it for you and see how strong it is. And then I made an infusion with clover honey. Now, clover honey is kind of spicy. So I infused the lemon with the spice. I thought it sounded good. So I'm going to taste the tincture. And don't cringe. I'm going to dip my finger in it, but it's only, for Charlie and I, so no one else is going to. What did I use? I used vodka. That's pretty good. I can feel I'm breathing lemon verbena fumes. It's hard to describe. It's not lemony, but it's kind of floral. That might be good just over ice, maybe in some iced tea. So how did I make it? I stuffed the jar 3/4 of the way full with fresh lemon verbena leaves and simply poured 80 proof vodka over the top. Technically, it was ready after 2 weeks, but now it's been several months, so it's good and saturated. And I think I'll have some of that before bed tonight. That's really nice. Lemon verbena honey. So I'm looking at things to bring to the festival other than the plants that I've grown. I've got some Myers lemon trees, some Kaffir lime, kumquat, calamondin, and yuzu trees. I've sold most of them, but I've got just a few left, so those will come with me. We're going to be bringing honey, and I wanted to sell my vanilla extract. And I got looking at Georgia law, and I can sell vinegars without a cottage license. I can sell jelly without a cottage license, but they won't let me sell extract because it's made with alcohol. So Charlie pointed out, well, then how do grocery stores sell extracts which are alcohol based? Charlie, they may have to have an alcohol license for wine. Does anyone know? But anyway, I could probably do infused honey. That's you dropping the spindle?
Yeah.
I don't know if I taste any verbena in that. All I tasted the clover. I was going to ask Charlie to taste it, but he doesn't have very good taste buds. So. But the tincture is delicious if you all can get your hands on a lemon verbena plant. Let's see, the Growers Exchange had them this year. I ordered 3 of them because my bush didn't come back after the freeze we had. And they lost the package or delivered the package to the wrong house. And by the time I took it out of the box, the it was dead. So I'm going to have to reorder it. But the Growers Exchange has lemon verbena, or had lemon verbena a few weeks ago. It'll grow to 6 feet tall. It's very easy to grow. It's a shrub. So, okay, where to begin? Yes, we're gonna. Did you catch my my video on medicinal plants I did with Indiana Backyard Gardener? We went into the medicine, and I'm going to do a follow up next month with a list of herbs that people requested that I talk about. But it's Adrian, how long was that live? It was a couple hours, 3 hours, I think it was. So when you've got time, sit back with a cup of tea and watch it, take notes. And I'm always open if there's something that you want me to talk about medicinally, or how to use a different herb. You can always request it, and I'll do a video just for you. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get a refund or not. I sent them an email, Adrian, with pictures that I took of them. I got the lemon verbena at the Growers Outlet. Oh, Growers Exchange. I'm looking online for you. Let me see. Search. I hate pop-ups. $8.99 for a 3.5-inch plant. A very, very spindly little plant, but it's worth it. I am about to post the link. Can y'all see that? I don't know if that's clickable or not. Sage oil and rosemary oil going. So what is your carrier oil that you're using to make those? Okay. So, and I'm sitting here thinking, getting back to the vanilla extract. I made extract with vodka, bourbon, Everclear. I think those are the only 3 that I used last year, January. And so they're all ready to go. And then I find out that I legally I can't sell it. So I'm like, oh heck, I've got all this stuff. But I also have quite a large order of vanilla beans. I was going to start some Madagascar bourbon vanilla beans in spiced rum. I saw a recipe for that, and people are saying it's wonderful for baking. And I was going to start a gallon of that, and then this dawned on me to check on the legality of actually selling the lemon extract. And I'm like, So what I'm going to do, I think, is put together vanilla extract kits where I'll put the beans with the bottle and give a recipe depending upon whether you're going to use it for baking or making ice cream, making custard. The carrier alcohol you use changes with the intensity of the flavor that you want. And those I can ship all over the country. Virginia olive oil. Virgin olive oil. Okay. So what do y'all think of that idea? People buy a bottle with a few beans in it, and all they have to do is buy their own booze. I also, for the people who don't drink alcohol for one reason or another, I bought a gallon of vegetable grade or food grade glycerin, which I will be able to sell, but that'll be next year because it takes 6 months to a year for the extract to work. So if you can't do alcohol, look on Amazon for food grade vegetable glycerin, and I found like $24 for a gallon, and you use that instead of the alcohol. So Passamaquoddy. Did I say that right? Well, that might work. That might work for donations. I don't know. Maybe Charlie will go get the bottles I bought in anticipation of doing this, and we'll show you. But anyway, Passamaquoddy. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I have discovered Moroccan olive oil. Now, usually I make sure that I buy Palestinian olive oil to support our Palestinian friends under occupation. But a friend of mine at the mosque, her family owns an olive oil company in Morocco, and she said one year, she says, let me give you some Moroccan olive oil and tell me what you think of this. Oh my gosh. There is no comparison with the flavor of virgin Moroccan olive oil. So now I'm hooked on that. So if you all have a Middle Eastern market in your city or anywhere near you, go see if they carry get 2 sizes.
I don't know what other size is.
The other one's a little white box. So I thought I was going to decant some of my vinegars, and this is I want to say 6-ounce bottle. It's got a nice stopper on it. But how many ounces would you say that is, Charlie? But then here's the
I think this
3
is
ounce.
6.
So 3 and 6. That's what I bought. So I guess I can put raw vanilla beans in there with a recipe and let people add their own booze. What do y'all think of that? Anyway, so that's what we'll be doing. I'll be doing pepper jelly, plants, the wooden things that Modir turned, the drop spindles. I think that's a good booth. What do y'all think? So I'm a little excited about it. So as you can imagine, I'm busy with trying to manage the garden and trying to manage my little side business and to get inventory. And if you're in Georgia, this is on the 29th. It's in Clarkston, which is right next to, actually, that is the city that the DeKalb Farmers Market is in. So make a day of it. Come see us at the festival and see what the craftspeople from around the world have put together. Clarkston is home to the highest number of refugees on the East Coast. I think the number of refugees second to us is in California. But all these people are craftspeople, or craftsmen, and it's kind of a treat to see what they come up with. And then you can go over to the DeKalb Farmers Market, and that's an adventure unto itself. Yeah, I tend to overdo it where to begin. Make sure to film it, please. Okay, Charlie? Mike wants us to film the festival. So we'll try, Mike. The only thing is we can't show people's faces. They all come from conflict zones, and if you can readily identify them, it's dangerous for their family back home. retribution type thing. So you'll get a lot of chest shots. Unless it's a customer, an American customer, then I'll do a face shot. That sound good? Hello, Angela. Welcome, welcome. So we've got 15 people watching, but only 10 thumbs up. Can I get 15 thumbs up? Oh, I've got to tell you. My subscription right now, it just went to 700. It was like 699 for most of the day today. And I'm like, God, just give me one more. Hey, MT. Greetings, greetings. Oh, okay, Mike. So that's what my week has been and will be next week. I've got to sit and make out price tags for everything. 700, yay! That's cool. Hit the like button. Now we're up to 11. So what have you all been up to? Come on, I'll read your comments and let's talk about what you've been doing. I know David. David Gray's sitting there waiting for prize time. He wins a lot. Okay, lots of good people coming in. Peppers germinating. What kind of peppers do you have germinating? "20 strawberry plants." Is there a variety of strawberry, David, that you like better than the others? Hey, Pamela. Welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit your thumbs up. 12 varieties. You're not going to name them? Mike, you should see my Murasaki purple peppers. The plants are like that tall already. And if you've never had them, they look like a purple jalapeno, but they really don't have any heat. They've just got a rich, full-bodied flavor. Oh, it's thundering there. Inside peppers are showing up. Lipstick pepper is huge. The pepper plant or the actual pepper? Sugar Rush Peach, I have a bunch of those. Sparkle and Eversweet. What's the difference in the flavors? Is it difference in size and flavor, David? Angela, do you have any bottom heat, or what temperature is your soil? Do you monitor the temperature of your soil? She says she planted tomatoes and peppers, but she's thinking she should plant more, 2 weeks and no germination yet. So I need to ask you what kind of peppers you planted. Let me know and I'll give you some tips. Cayenne, yes. I'm growing the cayenne, the extra long cayenne this year. They call them Thunder Mountain, and they're like the length of my arm here. Really, really long cayenne peppers from India. I can't wait to try those. I usually grow the extra long, but the Thunder Mountain is even longer than the extra long. Actual peppers like the size of a small baseball bat. Wow. Are they hot, Mike? I see, David. Have you ever grown pineapple strawberries? I bought some one year and they never produced for me. Holy smokes, Angela, where are you? She says it was 98 degrees last week. 8 huge peppers on 2 tiny plants. I bet you need to stock it. They're sweet. Cool. I thought of you today, Adrian. My Lisa peppers, Lesya peppers, are about that tall. I germinated 2 kinds. One's a red and one's I think an orange. Lesya. And Angela's in Arizona. Are you up in the high desert or down in the Phoenix, Tempe area? We for Charlie's 50th birthday, I brought him out to the Grand Canyon, and we camped at the South Rim, and then drove through the Painted Desert and over into Utah. And we just love the Flagstaff area. So your low desert, which it's hot. The soil temperatures for the tropical peppers need to be between 75 and 80 degrees. So if you can get a soil thermometer, a vermiculture thermometer from Amazon that you use to measure the temperature of the soil of worm farm soil, and monitor how warm your soil is, and it needs to be a constantly between 75 and 80, maybe as high as 85, but you have to watch your moisture level. But you keep it in that range, and keep it moist, not wet, but moist. Put a dome on it so the humidity stays in, especially there in Arizona where you're so dry. Then they should come up anywhere from 14 to 20 days. Now, some of the tropical peppers, like the Scotch bonnets, the habanana, the habanero, the things from the Caribbean or from the Pacific Rim, take longer. They can take up to 45 days to germinate. But again, you've got to keep the temperature and the humidity constant. I'm sorry, I was reading what Deval was saying about ghost peppers. You give them to your neighbor. Well, start over. I didn't grow any ghost peppers this year because you're relatively close to me, I think. Otherwise, I'd meet you somewhere. Hey, MT. The nights are around 65. Yeah, in the desert, you've got temperature swings. Do you have a bottom heating mat? The sweet peppers, the European sweet peppers will germinate at about 70 degrees. But these tropical peppers, they want warm and they want humid. And once they get going, sprouting, I wait till they come up with the first two little leaves. I wait till they start putting on the next two leaves, and then I take them off the heating mat and repot them, step them up into something larger. If you watch my videos on pepper germination, the method I used this year was the winning method from last year. I tried 3 different ways of germinating, which is the pure vermiculite method. But this year I soaked the seed for 3 days in rainwater before I put them onto the top of about a 1/4 inch of fine grade horticultural vermiculite, put these wet seeds down on top, sprinkled the vermiculite over the top, maybe 1/8 of an inch, and then misted it. And I go in every day and mist it with a squirt bottle. And they're on a heating mat, which is keeping things right around 80 degrees. And 3 weeks ago, I started my last 40 varieties, I think, 35, 40 varieties. And just today, I've got 1/3 of them up, just starting to break the surface. But if your nights are going down to 65, those pepper seeds are shocking. Okay, so you've got to keep the heat up. Anyone else? What are we growing? What are we doing right now? I want to know where to begin is cooking for dinner. I have chicken roasting with a Middle Eastern oregano called za'atar on it. Come on, everyone, chime in. David's doing his strawberries. Mike's Chaotic Garden has some really good videos on hydroponic growing. You need to check out his channel if you haven't yet. dwarf Stella cherry, codfish and chips. That's what's for dinner. So how do you flavor your codfish? How do you flavor your codfish? While she's telling us, oh, pork and sauerkraut. That's a pucker. When is Earth Day this year, Adrian? And why haven't you eaten, David? Are you fasting? You may not need to reseed, Angela. You may just need to put the heat mat underneath it and turn it off in the morning as the day heats up, or just monitor your heat so it doesn't get cold at night. The 22nd, which is Sunday. I'll probably do some more tromboncini plants. They're ready to go in the ground. I know you're upset, David, but gotta take care of you. I'm upset just reading about those possums. Cajun. I use cod or halibut to make a lavender fish. Y'all want to hear about my lavender fish? I'll tell you how I do it. Do you remember the hide that I put on the front porch this winter with a Rubbermaid big bin? I turned it on its side, put straw in it, put it up against the wall, except for like a doorway type thing. And I went out like this week to pick it up, because in the wintertime when it was so cold, wildlife would come, they'd eat the food I set out for them, and then they'd sleep in the hide. And I know we had possums, we had feral cats, I've seen a fox and a skunk out there, but I have and raccoon, but I have no idea what's sleeping in it. But I thought, okay, it's warm now, relatively warm. I haven't been setting food out because there's plenty of natural foods available to the wildlife right now. And I went out to take this down tonight, and something is staying in it. I can see in the straw that's kind of a circle. It's about the size of a large possum or maybe a large cat, but it's obvious that it visits the bed quite frequently. So now I guess I'm stuck with this Rubbermaid bin on my front porch. Hey, Brampton, thanks for stepping in. Yes, Mike does have cool plants. Butternut squash, crookneck squash, straight neck. Good. Let me know how it does, Duval. I have such trouble with the squashes here, with the vine borers and the cucumber beetles eating the leaves. I've got some English custard squash that we're going to try again this year, and we planted a couple of Hubbard squash. It's supposed to be a trap plant for the pests that usually kill my other squash. So we're trying that. It's already in the ground. My tromboncini that I grew last year, that's so hairy on the stems and so tough, the bugs didn't bother it. And it did. It does the really, really long squash neck with the bulb at the bottom. It's more like a gourd. But oh my, does it taste good. It kind of tastes like a butternut squash. I baked it with honey and raisins, and it tasted just like apple pie. So, Brampton, what you been doing this week? What are you not doing? You're not doing any squash this year, Adrian? Too many borers. As I just said, we planted the winter Hubbard, hoping that the borers will go there and leave the other plants alone. My cucumbers are only that tall that I planted in the garden like a month ago. Mike, do you have a large trellis, like a cattle panel trellis type thing that you can do an arch with? Because the tromboncini, the leaves are bigger than my body. I mean, they're huge, and it'll run. We had one plant that went 100 feet, Charlie? Close to 100 feet, one vine. Sewing, 2 more pattern tests. What do you sew? What do you make? Shorts and underwear. Oh yeah, it was really yummy, Shani. It's the first year I grew it last year. In fact, the literature said that you can overwinter it if you let it harden, and I still have one from August. It's on my kitchen table. Pasa McQuody says she started potatoes, seeded butternut, cantaloupe, 3 different types of tomatoes, green beans, peas, green peppers, cayenne peppers. Trying to get sweet potato starts. I can't sew, Brampton. I weave. And then I end up with all these yards and yards of beautiful material, and I don't know what to do with them. Mike's going to do 3 sister. Y'all want me to go get that squash and show you what it looks like? I'll make Charlie entertain you while I do that. Charlie, do something funny.
Oh, Lord.
Lisa's got cookies on her desk. I don't get to eat cookies. You see? Oh, they're hopefully she'll come back pretty quick. I get to have my thing back. Oh, gotta get better fiber.
Are you trying to hypnotize everyone?
Oh, it disappears when I try to do it.
You have to put it in front of your body.
All right, she's back.
You know what I just noticed? I just noticed that this thing is really phallic. All right, here I am. You see how big this is? Is that phallic or what? What does that look like to you? My mind's always in the gutter. Brampton says, "Oh, Lisa, you've changed, Charlie." Adrian says, "Hi, Charlie." A crochet top, yeah. Eat the cookies, Charlie. Yeah. Did you eat your sweet potato leaves, Angela? You need an adult, Mike? Why? Yeah, it's kind of neat, isn't it? So we'll probably peel the long, thin part and maybe batter it in tempura and fry it. That might be good. And then this can go into a soup or bake it, hollow it out and put apricots, pecans, honey fermented cranberries maybe and bake it. What do you think of that? This is the tromboncini, Duval. And one of these will feed Charlie and I like 3 meals. Good flavor. Tastes like a butternut squash. And when I mixed it with honey and raisins, it tasted a lot like apple pie. It was amazing. Yeah, it was sweet. Dark Lord, hey! I mean, isn't that amazing? I picked that in August, and it's still good. And when I picked it, it was green, and it eventually turned this nice butternut squash color. But it's still good. It's still very solid. I bet there are viable seed in that too. What do y'all think? Think there's viable seed in that? Okay, where to begin? Thanks for stopping by. We've been on an hour, so somebody block Lisa. Why? Yeah. And block that big old squash. Oh, so you agree with the shape, huh? What it looks like. We could do trivia and do some trivia questions before we do a drawing. Dry those seeds and replant them. Yeah. So would you rather just have a drawing and then say goodnight, or do you want to do some trivia? Okay. See ya, Passamaquoddy. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Crossover, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for me. Everyone wants the drawing. That's what you came for. Hey, Suzanne. Welcome, welcome. So let's do a drawing. Let's see, what should we give this week? Seeds are always a hit, aren't they? Is everyone here still looking for seeds? So I am going to do 3 different winners for Baker Creek seed, and the way it works is let me get a Baker Creek site up. The way I like to do this is I'll spin a wheel, and then we'll go to the Baker Creek site and I'll let you pick something. My name is Alexander and I'm a seedaholic. Yes, I am too. So let's decide on a category. So what's something that it's not too late to start? Adrian, what do you think? What can you start from seed in the next week or so? So what do? We do squash or cucumbers? Let's do, is it too late for cucumbers? What do you think? Okay. Isn't that right, Brampton? Okay. So let's do, if you want to be in the drawing for cucumbers, type in cucumber, and I'll give you a minute to do that. It's 9:05. Let's do it to 9:06. Cucumber if you want to be on the wheel. Melons and cucurbits. Okay, we'll do melons and cucurbits, but cucumber's your word. Okay. Shani, Janice. Okay, my computer hung up. Hold on. Dark Lord, Mike Duval. Cucumber, cucumber, cucumber. Mike Duval. Okay. Now, is there anyone here that can tell me how to get this wheel on the screen so y'all can watch it spin? How do I do that with StreamYard? Do you know how to do that, Adrian? Share screen. I don't know why my screen is, do I do that under settings? No. I really have to learn how to use this software. I don't see where the share screen is. Okay, someone needs to get on the phone with me later, and so I can figure this out for the next time we're together. So I am going to spin the wheel. And Dark Lord. Yay! Okay, Dark Lord. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Dark Lord, what is your wish in the category of melons or cucumbers from Baker Creek? So, Dark Lord. So, what do you want? And I'll go see if they've got it. Small Persian. Let me see if they've got it. Persian melon, I guess. Boy, my system's really slowing down, Charlie. All of a sudden. If I crash out, I'll be back. Persian melon, small Persian melon, and it's in stock. All righty. Those look yummy. Look, little cantaloupe. Okay, so I'm going to take your name off the wheel because everyone needs a chance to win, right? So what's the next category that people are looking for? Throw out a category. How about... Come Come on, I need ideas. What category? How about who wants okra? Corn. Corn's an idea. Okay. So how about corn? A lot of you that are further north, we've already planted our corn here. So let's do corn. If you want corn, type in corn. It's 9:11. Let's do this until 9:12. I'll give you a minute to type corn if you want to run for corn. Different types of corn. Suzanne, Mike, Shani. How about you, Adrian? Janice, okay? David Gray, how about corn? You get the raccoons to come visit you. Adrian doesn't grow corn. David's depressed. Y'all, everyone give David a big virtual hug. Okay, so I have Duval. I guess you don't want corn. I'll take you off the wheel. I've got Mike, Dark Lord, Janice, Shani, and Suzanne. Does that sound about right? And Angela. Did I miss anybody? Suzanne, Shani, Janice, Dark Lord, Mike, and Angela. All right. I'm going to spin the wheel. There she goes. Can y'all see the reflection in my glasses? Shani! Yay! Okay, so Shani, since you're new, the way it works is you need to send an email to me. The email scrolling at the bottom of the screen, lbolivar@valsoft.net. I'm not putting the 5-minute thing, so ignore the 5-minute qualifier. But I need to have an email from you with your mailing address and write down what you want. So, what kind of corn? I'm gonna flip away from the screen and search corn and read the types that they are offering. Oh my. Okay, so Shani, click on this and let me know which one of those you want. Congratulations. We'll give you a minute. Glass gem is pretty. What would you use the glass gem for? I think they're kind of tough. The different colored ones, Charlie? Is that an ornamental, or do you use like a field corn, or Okay, so Shani, the trick with corn is you want the rows close together, because the wind will make the corn stalks sway when they've got the tassel coming out the top, and they knock into each other, and then the pollen falls and pollinates the ear of corn. And if you've got them too far apart, they don't pollinate. So make sure you have at least 2 rows, or plant them in groups, and you'll get a crop out of that. Oh yeah, you can grow them in North Carolina. So go ahead and click on that link and thumb through there and see which one looks good to you, and I'll write it down and order it for you if I get your email. Bloody Butcher. Ooh. I'm going to have to go look at that. Bloody Butcher. That sounds scary. We grew such a nice patch of corn one year here and went to see my husband's family in North Alabama. And we got home, a raccoon had eaten all the corn. And then last year, we had a nice patch going, and we like the bread and butter or sugar and cream corn. I'm looking for bloody. Anyways, Charlie tripped over the side of the raised garden bed and fell on it and flattened it. Oh, Bloody Butcher. Crimson red dent variety introduced to the settlers in the Virginia area. Occasional white kernels. Delicious, rich, and sweet. Ground into meal and flour. 100 to 120 days for dry ears. That's interesting. So you'll need to check back in with us and let us know how your crop goes and take pictures. Yes, it will be high in vitamins. Yeah, pretty. Okay, third category. Any suggestions? Beans. You know what? Beans grow in warmer weather. So, that's a good tip, Suzanne. She says, if you catch dent corn early, you can eat it fresh, but you have to add sugar to the water. That's cool. Make sure, I got to make sure I subscribe to you, Shani. The Shani 2003. Is that the name of your channel? So what about beans? If you want to be in the running for beans. Hey, Nikki. Welcome, welcome. Y'all, Nikki gardens naked. You got beans coming out your ears. Did you plant them in your ears? Kiss from so. Okay, type in beans if you want beans. Beans are good for your heart. The more you eat them. Beans. You got a minute to type beans if you want to be in the drawing for beans. I tell you what, Nikki, if I came and stripped and walked in your backyard, you'd probably get double fenced. Mike, you're evil. Okay. A few more seconds to our beans. I reflect so much light. I'd burn my tenders if I walked around naked in the garden. Beans. Toot makers, yeah. Hey, guess what's coming up in my garden? I'm going to have to do a video. My yacon. Anyone grow yacon? Okay, so now I'm going to... Y'all answer that while I make sure I've got all my bean people on the wheel. Mike, Suzanne, Janice, Indiana Backyard, I gotta add you. David Gray, those rattlesnake pole beans are neat. Shani. Dark Lord, you don't want in on this? Nikki. Duval. Toot makers. Okay. Y'all ready for me to spin this thing? There it goes. Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Okay, Mike, what kind of beans did you want? Oh, they've got bush beans, pole beans. How's that? Surprise you? Oh, you don't want me to surprise you. I'll send you winged beans. You probably can't grow them there. They're wonderful, but how do you like to what do you enjoy? Any thin bean? You said thin beans? Like a pole bean or a bush bean? You have limited space, I'll send you bush beans. Yeah. That's right, Dark Lord. You could try them inside, so you'd want a bush bean. Yeah, try it hydroponically. That'd be interesting to watch. Okay, so I usually like to give one thing from Amazon, which has quite a few things. Anyone you like a bean you can eat raw, like a snap bean? Okay, whole pod. Let me go to Amazon real quick. And for the grand prize tonight, let's see, gardening tools. Oh, I've got a bizarre idea. Oh, that's totally affordable for me. All right. Y'all wondering what I'm looking at. Come back to me. Who wants some really stinky fertilizer? Fish emulsion. If you want fish emulsion, then that's tonight's grand prize. Type stank. 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 If you win and you've got kids, pour some into a juice glass and give it to say, here, try this, it'll make you grow. It's 9:25. I'll wait like a minute and a half. Where to begin? Isn't that funny? Here, drink this, it'll make you grow. Stank. My garden's getting some stank this weekend. Chase the kids around with it. Oh, I'm so bad. What are y'all going to do with me? So while people are stanking it up here, let me look at the schedule for the next live. One. I am going to plan my next herb lecture for the list of herbs that people want me to talk about for the 18th, the live on the 18th. Is there anyone else in here that does their own herbal medicines that would like to join me as a guest? Think about it. The 18th, that is the second live broadcast in May, and we can talk about herbal remedies. I have a whole list of things you all asked about. And maybe for prizes, remind me, I said that for prizes, then maybe I'll jump onto some of these medicinal herbal sites and send you something. Depends if they charge a lot for shipping. If not, I'll send you seed. Okay. Yeah, you can do Dark Lord. You can do lives. If I can do it, anyone can. Okay, I'm going to go up and start with the stank. Let's see. David. Adrian wants to make her own. Dark Lord. Janice. Mike. Shani. Suzanne, you're already there. Duval. Yeah. That's all the stanky people. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. I'm going to turn up the volume so maybe you'll hear this when it goes off. That's still not very loud, is it? Okay, Angela. Close that. Okay, Angela. My email address is scrolling across the bottom of the screen, Angela. Send me a note. Again, you need to be members of the channel to get a prize. Or subscribed, to the channel. But I need your mailing address. And remind me of what you won because I'm senile. I grow Gotu Kulu. That's a medicinal herb from India. It's supposed to help you with your memory, but I keep forgetting to eat it. Doesn't do me any good, right? So go ahead and contact me. Let me know what you won, and I'll get it sent to you. So that's going to wrap it up for tonight. We've been on about an hour and a half, which is a pretty good, comfortable amount of time, I think. We'll probably do another random chat first Thursday in May. I might be pretty wiped out after the festival, so I don't know, maybe I'll share a recipe or something with you. But if you won, don't forget to send me your address and what you won, and I'll get these out to you. You're welcome, Shani. But I'm gonna look for an update on how it grows for you, especially since it's your first time. Anyone before I say goodnight? Yeah, you won, Angela. Send me an email. I'm going to leave the screen up long enough for you to copy down my email address. Let me know when you've done it. Thank you. Where to begin? So who else can give Shani some advice on how to grow the corn? Anyone give her advice other than what I said? Any corn growers? We have such limited space here in our yard that okra and corn are kind of out for us. That, and we tend to grow the okra and then I forget to pick it and I end up with these big mother pods that you could use for self-defense. You won the fish emulsion, Angela. Someone's writing to me in Arabic. I can't read this. Gotta make it bigger in order to read it. Yes, I read a little bit of Arabic. Oh, they're wishing me a happy Eid. Oh, we need to go to a funeral, Charlie. One of my co-workers' daughters lives in Pakistan, and she was in an avalanche, I guess you call it, or a boulder fell off the side of the hill and crushed the car she was in. It killed her daughter, and her 5-year-old still in the hospital. So the mosque is holding services. I guess, that's an act of God, right? Okay, so corn is a heavy nitrogen feeder. A block of corn is better than rows. I agree, Suzanne. Little clumps, right? She don't have to worry about planting in the same spot because it's her first time. Lots of nitrogen. You get corn bugs, Nikki? Have you ever had smut? The corn smut's delicious. Thank you, Dark Lord. It wasn't me. It was my co-worker's daughter and grandchild. It's just sad. You imagine having a big rock fall on you? I hope the 5-year-old makes it too. I don't know how badly she was injured. I do know that the village they were in, the doctors didn't want to move her. Prayers for all. Thank you. Thank you, Shani. You didn't like the corn smut, Dark Lord? That might be a topic for the next one. What is the most different thing you've tried? David, are you talking about growing corn in a cardboard box or a grow bag? Okay, the funeral's Friday, Charlie. Okay. Hey, Charlie. David's saying that he grows corn in cardboard boxes. Cardboard boxes we have. What about a grow bag, David? Do you think that would work?
Probably.
You want to try some in a grow bag, or we have plenty of boxes? We can try 2 ways.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got Charlie planting corn. Thanks a lot, guys. I guess we can put them up front at the end of one of those raised beds up there. Full sun. Several grow bags in a block. How many stalks of corn per grow bag, David? Yeah, Mike, it's kind of a strange name that I can't pronounce. But I had the corn smutton in a taco once, and it was really good. Okay, so Mike says 4 corn seeds per grow bag. So I guess you need to go to Baker Creek. You want me to, while I'm in Baker Creek, giving my prizes away, do you want me to order some corn, or do you want to go shop yourself?
I'll probably get it.
He wants to shop for his own corn. 6. What grow bag size? How big is our grow bag, Charlie?
5 gallon.
They're 5 gallons. So 4 or 5 per bag, babe.
Okay.
He says okay. And that's going to be David Gray. We're going to mention you in the video we take of this. This is David Gray's fault. Okay. Well, maybe the raccoons will stay out of it if it's in a grow bag. What are the chances? All right. So I want to thank everyone for stopping in tonight and putting up with my rambling. And thank you, those of you who are new subscribers. You got me at 700. Just 300 more to go to get my 1,000 mark. I'd like a lot more than that to subscribe, of course, but really pushing for the 1,000. And I wish everyone a good night. And until I see you again next time, take care. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your neighbors. Take care of the planet. So until next time, we'll see ya. Bye.